Here's what non-spicy readers need to know about Vision in Silver. Book Court is now in session. Vision in Silver is book 3 in The Other series by Anne Bishop. The surprise arrival of Monty's daughter on the train triggers a new cascade of events for the lakeside courtyard. Where is Lizzie's mother? Why are there jewels hidden inside her stuffed bear? And most importantly, why are the humans first and last movement so interested? There are no spicy scenes in this book, but there is some spice-adjacent content. Like the first 2 books in this series, these are books for adults. They don't act as if spice stuff does not exist. Like the rest of the series, there are characters who do bad things in that arena. There are conversations about it, but nothing is explicit. The language is strong, but it's also rare. You might like this book if you like urban fantasy and you want it written for an adult audience as opposed to something like The Mortal Instruments or something like that. You might like it if you'll enjoy a neurodivergent coded FMC. Meg isn't explicitly neurodivergent, but she does strike me as someone who has a non-typical brain. If you're invested in the storylines from earlier books in the series, then definitely pick this one up. You might not want to read this book if you are sensitive to things like violence or the strong language. If you haven't read the first 2 books, also don't touch this one. The plot and the storylines get more complex as the series goes on, and since this is book 3, you're going to be really confused. Tropes in this book include, but are not limited to, found family, slow burn romance, think really slow burn, and morally gray justice. So when I say morally gray justice, think non-human creatures exacting their idea of justice. Similar books are obviously the first 2 books in the series, so if you liked those, then probably you'll enjoy this one. And I would say that House of Earth and Blood is also pretty similar. They're not exactly the same, but if you liked House of Earth and Blood, you might enjoy this series also. My overall impression of this book and the series so far is very positive. I enjoy these books. I've read them multiple times. In fact, I reread them once a year or so. I really like the unique twist on the supernatural elements, the idea that humans aren't the dominant species. I think I've mentioned that in my videos on all the earlier books as well. And I think I also talked about how much I like the idea of blood prophets, how unique and interesting it is. I disliked the strong language. So my non-spicy reader verdict is maybe. Court is now adjourned. If you want more evaluations, reviews like this, including some that are mailing list exclusive, you can find them in my community archive. The earlier books in this series are already there, along with a growing list of other titles. If you want to know how to get access to that, let me know below. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.